Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the AVS show coming straight to you from New York City. We are all rocking beautiful African Prince and Cara. Yes, get into it. My fabulous co-host, Miss Spitfire, Glitterati,
hey.
Young Icon, and more, Charlie Dior. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe to our channel, and after the show, go on Instagram and follow us at the AVS show.
Okay.
I still want to remind you of our giveaway, $250. Come on now. All you need to do is upload a video on Instagram telling us why you love our show. Tag us, tag 5 friends, and don't forget to use the hashtag
AVS Show 250.
Congratulations to all the winners so far. Keep those videos coming, okay? So let's dig into today's topics.
Yeah.
You guys look beautiful. I love the colors.
Thank you. Love that.
Yes, thank you.
Gorgeous.
Whose idea was this?
Gorgeous.
Hey.
Gorgeous.
All right, so T-Money.
Yeah.
What's going on in London?
Fraud.
Oh, what? What happened? What's the story?
Straight to the point.
There's a new one we call Fraud Bay. Shout out to Desiree for reaching out with the news, first of all.
Yes.
So Fraud Bay is a Ghanaian London boy by the name of Michael Modern. Modern fraud. So Michael Modern has been doing modern fraud lately, and he went viral in the whole of London.
Hey.
He had a date. He also had a girlfriend. So he went out with his dates, and then he told his date that he lost his wallet, that his date should give him her credit card to pay for their dates. So he used that credit card to pay for the dates, and after that, he started using the card for his girlfriend.
For enjoyment.
Wow.
His dates didn't know he had been using the card for a couple of weeks, to the extent that he booked a trip for he and his girlfriend to Paris to have a nice vacation. So she found out from her bank statement that there were some fraudulent transactions in her credit card, and then she decided to investigate with her friends before reporting
With
to
her
the
friends.
FBI.
See, Mumu.
No, she was really smart about it, because they investigated and they found out that he even used the card to buy flowers for his girlfriend.
No, wow.
And sent the flower to his girlfriend. So they saw all the transaction in
The
her card.
boldness of it all.
Boldness!
My dear.
Wow, Michael.
See, fine boy. Scam you.
Oh, the boy fine, Sha. The guy no blame the girl. I mean. So what happened was, he and his babe were supposed to fly to Paris for vacation. The date found out, so she reported to the police, and he was caught at the airport, and he was arrested.
Boom.
Wow.
Fraud Bay was arrested, and I don't know what he did on this guy. I don't know the kind of Ghana wache he made for her. I don't know why she forgave him. I don't understand. What? He was released, and he explained that he actually was just spiteful or something like that. And he even released a music video. And he titled the song Fraud Bay. Let's watch 30 seconds of the video.
All right,
Hey.
let's watch it.
This man has nerve.
Fruit bay, think I'm dead, but I'm out here all day. Looking for a sweet one, so vague. My year's different to your year. Big batty female, I don't want you, I just want your bank detail. Send me your email. Next day I'm doing up retail. Shut me up, mate. Go on.
I don't want you, I just want your bank details. And he's not even sorry. Like, my dude is not sorry about it.
Oh,
he's
my
so
goodness.
confident.
And where's he from again?
Ghana.
Oh my Yes, he's from Ghana, but I want to know who he's been hanging out with. He's probably had other friends from other countries influencing him. Okay?
Meaning what?
Meaning he probably has other friends from other country influencing
What
him.
country?
Russia now.
Now you Sabio, now you will tell me, now you will tell me, because I'm not
You
met
dey
a
go into-
Ghanaian
you dey
guy
go into the
who is
serious
bold
pidgin.
like him into fraud. But at least he's telling you what he is. He's telling you, listen, this is what I do. I'll get your information, your bank information. I'm going to scam you. I'm not into you. I'm into your money. So
Yeah,
at
that's what he
least
said.
he's telling you what it is. So if you're dumb enough, the next
Exactly.
girl, I'm speaking to the next girl right
The
now.
next one. This
If
one already got
the
it.
next girl is dumb enough
To fall for this.
fall for this. Now your own trouble, oh.
One chance.
You cannot blame him, oh. But this is definitely wrong. We're not gonna support
At all.
scamming and fraud. We're not gonna support that at all.
The thing about it is that you on a date. I'm thinking he's supposed to take you out. Then you go bring out your credit card, pay for the bill, and then the man they steal your. Why would you? What? Why would you even do that? I never
So
bring
you don't
any...
pay. So you don't pay
with
for
credit
dates?
card. No, not in front of... I don't pay for dates, but with credit card, I'm not going to bring my credit card to anybody's attention. My credit card is deep inside of my wallet.
Last
I
resort.
don't want anything...
But let's-
As soon as people get a handle of it, they can go and... $10,000 even. This one is small, 1,200. Imagine 1,200 euros. Imagine if, let's say, he went $10,000. You know,
He was
20
getting
grand.
there. He was getting there.
Listen, and they've hard to forgive him.
I don't know what's wrong
But
with
you're
this girl.
talking about things like this, the things that you do when you are in love. You don't see the signs. You don't.
Oh my gosh.
Is that
know-
not much love in my life that anybody will ever see my credit card?
The
Even
funny
my
thing
brother
is-
hasn't seen my credit card.
He and the girl, I think they were also dating because
Yeah.
she said, according to her, they've been together for 2 months and she didn't know he had a girlfriend. And he said that girl was his best friend, bestie. So after he disappeared from the last dates, he changed his profile. He put the girl on his profile, started posting that's his girlfriend on his profile. But all the while she was with him, he never pushed that girl as his girlfriend. So he
that's
thought that
not
girl was a
right.
best friend.
Michael, come on now. You
Michael.
are better than this. Come on now. Get a job. Stop
He has a
scamming.
job.
Get another job.
Clearly, he's not paying his bills enough.
Clearly, stop using your finest to lure these women and getting their credit cards and scamming them. It is not right. And women in London, come on.
Come on.
You
can
too.
do better now.
Where did we go wrong in this generation?
I
don't
wonder,
understand.
my
We
sister.
got it wrong
Have you
somewhere.
ever
For
been
young
scammed?
men, no, my darling. I'm an Igbo woman. Igbo woman. We don't get scammed, honey.
You are the
We
scammer.
scam. We don't get scammed. I will take you for your very last penny, and I don't have any shame in my game, I'm telling you. So, with that said,
Correct.
where did we go wrong with our generation? Where men are supposed to working hard for your money, like our forefathers, our fathers did. They rather resort to taking from women.
Ego and everything.
To go and buy for another woman.
Shamelessly.
No shame.
Take from a woman and even have nerves to write a song about it. And I'm a fraudster. I don't want your money. I don't want your what. I want your
bank
money.
details.
I don't want your body. I want your money.
You go
Badly.
directly. If that was me, you would go directly to jail. Do not pass go. I will make sure that they scrutinize you to the worst of your thing.
But wait, isn't that? But it's fraud though. Like but she reported
fraud.
to the police
Credit
and they
card.
did the investigation and they found out that he did it.
She did drop
What
charge.
did they then do? She
Then
now
he
dropped
got
his charge.
arrested.
He got arrested.
That must have been really good that she had because I mean, come on, bro.
I think what he's also doing is taking the situation and trying to milk it to get money because
Fame.
now he has released music. The promoters are about to start booking him.
Like the Coupe Challenge
Like the
boys.
Coupe Challenge boys, going into clubs and performing this song. And this girl is seeing all of these things on social media. Nisi, sorry.
So wait,
Sorry.
so he took your money and now he's taking advantage of
bragging
your
about
situation.
it. Yeah.
And he's making money off of your situation and you're just there after forgiving your bit. Are you bitter?
He found the right one.
Yes.
He found the right one. Because get the right woman, you'll be somewhere in some bush.
Ha.
Finished off.
I hope this whole thing is not planned by him and her and every other person around them. Because it's also possible. How will a crime like this not follow up in London, not even in Nigeria or in Ghana or in
Well,
Africa?
if you drop the charges against the person and say, oh,
They
it
did.
wasn't fraud, I actually
Credit
gave
card
it to
fraud
me.
is a federal offense. It's not left to the victim. Isn't it? That
No,
the case?
but if I tell
don't know
you-
how it is in London though.
The instance, I think the way in which it happened, if I tell you, oh no, it's not fraud, I forgot that I gave you my credit card to
Oh,
do
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
you drop the charges, they can't push forward on it because
But if
it's
that's
my
the
credit
truth,
card.
that means the hammer inside that guy.
Oh my goodness.
'Cause what else would be the
Lord
reason?
Jesus. She was in love. She was in love and
Love with him.
she probably
Marco.
really wanted a relationship
Fireball love.
and would do anything to keep that man.
And this
But
woman,
But he's not with her.
especially-
He has a girlfriend.
and the funny thing is that she has
Exactly.
time to investigate with her friends. As soon as I saw my credit card, you have to get your credit card alerts to your phone.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So as soon as somebody even
Swipe.
thinks to swipe something, it's like bing,
and
decline.
Sharp.
That's it.
And my fellow millennials, can we not support this BS?
Yeah.
But I bet you right now, if you probably go to his social media,
It's
the
popping.
followers are probably,
Yes.
everybody want to slide in the DMs,
Yes.
the thirsty thoughts want to slide in the DMs. Can we not support this? This is not right. Do not scam people of their hard-earned money, okay? So let's move on to the next topic. So dozens of migrants refuse to leave container ship in Libya because they want to leave Libya because of the hardship over there.
Or they want them to
I don't
ship them out
understand.
of Libya.
So they were hidden in the containers, ready to be shipped out of Libya.
Oh.
And then they found them hidden in the containers for the past 5 days.
Oh my God.
Because they wanted to leave Libya. One of the migrants from South Sudan said they vowed to reach Europe. That's where the containers were going. Europe through death or alive, they want to leave Libya because of the hardship there.
Oh, now I get it. They're migrants. They were leaving Africa, but the container stopped in Libya, and they refused to come out of the container because they want to go with that container to Europe.
To Europe.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes, because of the hardship. So, what do you guys think about this story? Is it worth it, you know, to lose your life, you know, because of the hardship? I understand that there's hardship in Africa, there's hardship in Libya, or, you know, but to go inside a container with probably no food,
nothing.
no water to drink,
Barely any air.
because you want to go to Europe for a better life.
Yeah.
Is this the right way to do it?
Well, it's so sad that it has gotten to this point that it's okay. Like, this is like people are electing to be to be like, this is how people travel during slavery time, right?
Yes.
On top of each other in container underneath the container ship hole. And there's a baby in that picture, Charlie. A baby. So I really don't understand why it's so hard. Like, I know the countries are hard and everything, but is it that hard to stay and maybe do some kind of small farming, some kind of small something, instead of putting yourself in job? You might not live this whole journey. You might not live it out. Like, because, you know, there's hunger. There's also, they all could get each other sick with different things or whatever.
Definitely.
You know, like what? Why? Oh my,
Well,
why?
they said, I think they are from Libya. So they said Libya is too dangerous to live.
Oh, Libya is dangerous.
So yeah, so they want to leave Libya. That's the story. I think this is not the right way to go. And if you're from a country that is really going through it bad, why is Europe the first thing in mind? Yeah. Like, okay, so other countries next to Libya, Algeria, why don't you go to the first safest place you see? Why do you want to go all the way to Europe? Sometimes I don't understand where,
because people paint these pictures. How many times, even when the first time I ever come to America, I thought that America was paved with gold. Like, you'd walk off the plane and you're walking and it's gold all over. Because the way they paint the picture of how great these countries are, but you come here, you suffer just like any kind of suffer. You have to suffer. So it's kind of like a preconceived notion of what you're thinking, that this is this great white hope or this great place for me to go, but literally, you're gonna have to bust yourself here to work to make it here.
Yeah, I also think it's the dream sellers that is causing the problem, because there are a lot of people who is it trafficking and stuff. So a lot of those dream sellers, when they come back from Europe, they give you this impression that it's all bliss and they've made a lot of money and life is easy. So you now have that thought in your head that if you go there, you will make it. But also on the stats, some countries in Europe, they usually they accept immigrants more than here in America. So because if you read the news at the borders, you see them taking like 10 to 20,000 refugees, giving them asylum and all that. So they know that at least when they get there, they're going to get asylum, they're going to be able to work, and they're going to be able to make better currencies. That's why
it's kind of
they
like
actually
the thing of the less of two evils. When you look back and see the fire burning, and you look forward and see a whole boiling picture, like, you know what, it's not that bad. I could walk over this one compared to a burning fire. They're coming from, their countries, wherever they're coming from, is terrible. They look at it like, okay, you know what, it's just a couple of months in this container. Because if you ask me, I think that they're traveling safer than the other way they were traveling, which is by water. Like, it's on a safety raft on the water, and it's a gamble. I think this one is a safer option, just that compared to that one, not like this is safe because you could suffocate to death in this one, but their drive is pretty much the suffer they've experienced. That's their driving force. And I applaud them for being go-getters. It's just that the drive that drive that you have, you can apply it where you are. The only problem is...
Really?
Yes.
Where you won't drive reach for the drive? You have been applying the drive for 10 years in
My brother,
Libya.
if you apply,
For example, you have been, let me use Nigeria. You have been applying the drive for 10 years and the car is not starting. You have dreams, you have goals, everybody is you are frustrated, you have 2 kids, you can't even send them to school. And then somebody comes and sells you a dream. The person came with a brand new car, brand new this, gave you a couple of pounds or euros to water your hand and tells you, if you come with me, your family could change. All you need is just 2 or 3 years there to work very hard. I mean, you won't really blame them. The drive has been driving, but the car is not moving.
The drive is there. If they had that dream seller now that sold them that glamorous life that you're going to live abroad, if that dream seller, the money that he wanted to use to smuggle them and all that extra stuff, if he gave that money to them and tell them, use this one and start something for yourself, it's better than going through this and at the risk of you dying.
I know.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
You know what? The dream seller, when you say dream seller, the first thing that comes in mind is the first thing that comes in mind is like the white people. The white people are not selling the dreams anymore. The dream sellers are us. The dream seller is the social media. When you go to all these fancy places, all these fancy hotels, you know, taking pictures in a nice car, in a way you are selling that dream to somebody in the village, watching it like, wow, I want to be like Glitz, I want to be like Timani. How can I get there? You know, and that's what happens. So it's also on us. You can't look at that. You really can't. If it's life or death, my thing is run to the nearest, safest country next to you. Look into it. Do they accept people, refugees? Look into stuff like that. Than saying Europe or America or anything like that. You know, we have to start from our own African countries.
Their brains are washed. Their minds are washed based on what they see. These people that take this so-called dream sellers, which is our people that do it to them, they end up taking them there because they want to make money off of them. They sell them into prostitution, sell them into, use them as drug mules. They don't even gain their
freedom when they
get
there.
They even use them as drug mules. They make them smuggle drugs. They put drugs in them and feed them with drugs, tell them to eat eba. And they won't know that the eba they're eating, they're taking pallets of cocaine into their system and they smuggle it across. If you die, you die. If you don't die, oh well, lucky me. They take what they need to take and then you're just there. Now they tell you you're going to pay that money back. You swear with this voodoo to pay the money back. Because they already think, oh, you know what, if I pay this man back, I'm going to live like him. He has cars. He has all these nice things, not knowing that it's drugs.
And the government also failed them because they spoke to one guy called Victor, and Victor was part of this picture. He said he doesn't feel safe in Libya. You know, he fears his own life. He's been going back and forth in the prison system. His own brother also died in the prison system as well. So they don't feel safe. The government needs to protect them. The police people need to protect them. It's just sad, you know, watching this.
We've had a lot of stories about Nigerian girls in Libya that get killed. They sell them to people in Libya as maids, and the people that the families that they sell them to would use them, would kill, they would rape them to the point of death, beat them up. That when you see these women, you can't even recognize them. They are begging to go, but they don't even want to go to Europe anymore. So they're like, take me back home to Nigeria. I have a question
though. All these men running, why are the women? So you're running. So the men are running, and the women are in Libya. What should what are they gonna do? The men that are supposed to be fighting for the women are also running away. Everybody's.
And also the thing about it is, like, you have to know that if it's too good to be true, it more than likely isn't true. So when people are selling you these, like, you know, champagne dreams and these caviar wishes that you think you're going to live a good life if you go to Europe, more than likely, let's say about 70 to 80% of the time, you're going to be suffering before you get to that good point.
Are we doing our part by painting the reality of it, or we are living a fake life and all of that?
We definitely are not doing a good job with that because we really are perpetrating the fact that it's such a good life and it's this and it's that. And I think that we need to be honest, like tell the real deal of how we got to where we're at today. Because we didn't come here. Just some people maybe have come here, but most people that came here did not come here. Boom. I'm wealthy, I'm this, I've made this, I am billion-dollar gang. It didn't happen like that.
I don't really agree with you, Glitz. You will tell them the truth that, guy, it is not easy abroad. But they don't want to take your word. They feel like you don't want to help them. You don't want to progress.
I'm not going to take your word for it when you are telling me it's not easy for you, but you are wearing Gucci, Prada, Versace.
Am I supposed to walk around in rags? I've been through the ringer. If I'm telling you that when I first came, and I'm telling you my story, when I first came to this country, it was really hard. I had to do this, I had to do that. Like, okay,
I don't believe you.
And they're like, okay, so give me $1 now. Okay, but you know how much it is? Do you know how much I had to do to actually get this $1? They're like, you don't want to help us. See, if you want to go to abroad, it's fine, but understand that you're going to struggle. They say, no, mind, I'm direct. She don't want person travel. She doesn't want you to succeed like her. And they write you up, but then you come and you see this person that come and tell you, you will make money in 1 week. They will jump at it because they don't want to believe the reality of it, which is that it is hard.
But the thing is, you keep preaching, telling them that it's difficult, it's not hard, you have to work. So then why are you still there? So then come back. If it's still not easy, then why are you still here?
Because you've already struggled. You've struggled already. When you come, a lot of people don't understand that. So when you come to the States, if I have the right means, I will. At the end of the day, a lot of us really want to go back home and help build the country. If that's going to happen, but we need to have the right resources in order for that to happen. I've come here already. I've struggled. I'm not going to struggle and get to SS2. and say SS3 is very hard. I don't want to try common entrance and go back and why I can go back to just as one again. No, I've been through the ringer already. I'm going to face it square front. You that you're coming, I'm just telling you
to be aware.
Be aware. It is not easy, but they don't want to listen to that. They'd rather have you lie to them and sell this fantasy of a wonderful dream, and they end up in situations like this. I'm not saying that all of them are as a result of that, but
I think
majority
I think
of the time.
The issue here is telling people not to come is not all that rosy. It's not a solution. Because if people told you that, you will still be back there. It's okay to dream, but don't dream. Wake up with a plan. If somebody tells you they want to relocate, they want to come, if you cannot help them, give them advice and direct them to where they can get help. That's all. But to kill people's dreams, a lot of people have traveled and they have a lot of success stories.
Nobody's killed. Nobody said I killed them.
No, he didn't say you did.
I'm not saying you said. Okay. Too fair.
I don't kill anybody dream. I just advise them.
Okay, all right.
Are people in Libya? What should we tell them?
Stay strong.
It's not
strong.
easy either. You got to do what you have to do.
Quick.
You literally have to do what you have to do, but it's not easy. Know that you are putting yourself in jeopardy. You're putting your life in jeopardy and stake. So be careful and make the right decisions and travel the right ways.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. You have that about some students?
Yes, I do. It's an unfortunate story. 11 students, actually, because I found out it was 10 students reported at first. 11 students died in a suspected arson at Ugandan boarding school, St. Bernardines, in Raki, in southwest Uganda. So, according to the stories, these some kids that had gotten expelled or removed from the school came back to exact revenge on the school. Whoa. And they padlocked before they started the fire. They padlocked the dormitory doors because it was a dormitory, and then they set it ablaze. Okay. And so it was really hard to. And then when getting the door open and getting people out, people died of snakes, smoke inhalation.
Okay. I thought you said snake.
Snake. Smoke. Smoke from the smoke. A lot of people died from the smoke, as well as people were burned with no recognition. And about 30, it was only 11 died, but 30 were injured. So all those boys, it was like a boys' dormitory, and they caught the security guard and 2 other people that were suspects. So why is the security guard a part of this scenario with these boys? I don't know exactly what the story is with the young man that did this, but it was horrible. It's terrible that if you can't even trust your security guard, who are you trusting? Because these are people's kids' lives that are gone, snatched. You think your kids are going to school, and then you come back and they're dead. Wow. So, please talk on this now.
This is unfortunate.
I'm really sad that we don't have the full story as to why they did this.
They were expelled.
Why they did this. I went to boarding school in Ghana, and one thing I can say is the security is not safe. It's not safe. The security man himself old. He can't even run after anybody. Okay?
Yeah.
No, it's true. The students are climbing the walls to go out and climbing the walls back. There are no cameras. Anybody at all can come into the school. So we need to put this in place. Security, safety. People pay a lot of money for boarding schools in Africa. If you go to boarding school, that means you got some money. It's not cheap. No. So where is the money? The school fees. People are paying school fees. Security. We pay for security, We pay for security. We pay for teacher. So where is the money? Where is it going into? Now lives are being lost. This is ridiculous.
And they have to do DNA testing to actually find out what kids belong to what parents.
It's quite unfortunate.
So the kids were born beyond recognition.
It is bad that this is happening. And this is not the first time that, something will happen to kids that are in hostel. We just a couple of weeks ago, we reported about the issue that happened with 78 children that were taken from their dorm. Why would I put my kid in school so that they're safe? The reason why they're in the hostel so that I don't have to worry about my child coming from the school and getting kidnapped and all that. And then where she's supposed to be safe or where he's supposed to be safe, boom.
That's the
either they kidnap the child or they set the whole place on fire. Also, what kind of devil children are these ones? How can you set children like you on fire? To prove what point?
So when it happens to Africa, they are devils, but when it happens here, they have mental illness.
See, you know what? Even the ones that are here, they are devils. They just use the term mental illness cover it. They're not well.
They're devils.
They're probably not well too, because nobody in their right state of mind
will go
into a school. The process in which you are going to the school, You weren't thinking?
But people do crazy things. Even young kids, like you see them joining cults now and gangs. They kill people, they beat people behind dormitory. So if they could do that, all they needed to do was get high. Smoke some stuff, take some drugs, and then they are not in the right state of mind, and then they can have the confidence to do anything. So there's so many levels to it. Security is one, then the health system and everything, and then the kids also, their mentorship, they're not raised properly. It's just unfortunate. They're not raised properly.
So the school, the principals or whoever penalize you, but you're going to go after the kids of the school.
Right.
They did nothing to you.
It's probably also bullying.
It's
So we have to
bullying.
go though.
Yeah.
We have to go. We have to move on with our time. Miss Spitfire, what's going on?
Yes. A Nigerian pastor based in South Africa makes his members lick his shoe to receive quick miracle money.
Now this one won't call you.
Everybody, I want you to just look at this picture. Okay, what stands out to you? Hustle. You see the shirt?
Yeah.
It says hustle. And I think that's what this man was.
That shirt, it says hustle.
That's the
That's the
pastor.
minister.
And I think that's what this man was doing. I'll just tell you guys a story though. So one of my friend's brother has been diagnosed with cancer. Okay. And the first thing that the doctor said was, listen, it's stage 4, we have to start chemo, blah blah blah. And they're from Jamaica. And then you know what the mother said?
What?
No, we are going to South Africa. So as we are speaking now, they are getting ready to go. This is true story. They're getting ready to go to South Africa to take the young man to be healed by some pastor.
Are they mad?
It is happening. Things like this are happening. People want fast way for healing. People want fast way to get money. And I'm sick to my stomach because this is somebody that is even in America.
Yes.
So,
gullible.
They are living from
they
here
live
to South
here.
Africa.
They are living from here as we speak.
Hope they don't
They are going to
mistake
South
them
Africa.
as Nigerians.
For me, I can't say anything because I don't want them to say don't go and then something happens to the child and they blame me.
Yeah.
So I'm just listening to my friend as she was telling me this story. It's happening. So I don't know if it's faith. They are kissing shoes for miracle money. They are flying to South Africa to be healed with cancer. I don't know what's going on.
This is
What I know is open a book and read. Open your mind and listen.
And think.
And be real,
People
be
want
realistic.
fasting too much.
Why isn't he licking his own shoe?
Why would he lick his own shoe after he has blessed his shoe for it to lick?
The thing is in his body now. But the funny thing is that people are not being realistic. What they don't know is that there are so many staged miracles happening in Africa. People will be on wheelchairs. And then the pastor will touch them and they will stand up. I've seen somebody on wheelchair in the middle of the road. As a car was coming to jam him, the guy stand up running.
Yes.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of staged miracles. These people just wake up.
And I was going to say, they also plant people within, like when everybody's coming in and everybody's getting ready for the revival, for the pastor to come out, there are people in between listening to your story. Oh, I'm here because, I have this throat cancer. Boom, they go call you out and say this is happening to you. There are people listening, they have devices now.
But isn't that fraud?
Isn't that fraud?
So then what is so the government can't even say anything about it because separation of church and state. You cannot even say anything at all.
So they're just fraudulently
But
some of the pastors have jets.
Oh my God.
They have jets. They have money like no other. There's more churches in Africa than there are hospitals and schools. So imagine Africa as a sense that everybody's soul is believing that this religious thing is going to change my life, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. But they're believing blindly.
Yeah.
And being gullible at it. How gullible are you? If your pastor's house is beyond opulence, he is clearly using your money for
Heaven
something.
on earth.
Pastors have done a lot. I want to go down a couple of incidences where pastors have done atrocious things. A pastor has told his members that he has divine semen. I can't do the smack of the lips like you.
I'll do it for you.
Thank you. Has divine semen. This happened in Brazil. He was having sex with his church members, taking their clothes off. It was a whole church orgy
So what about
that he had.
the male church members that need miracle? How will he heal them?
They will sit by.
They will drink it.
They will sit by and
They will
watch
give them
and
cup.
watch it happen.
They'll be like,
Because
oh,
all
yeah,
these pastors and their miracles is only for women. So how will you
And
heal
men
the men?
too.
For some reason,
Don't
for
you
some
think
reason,
gullible? That's
women
why.
they really are. If you look at the ratio of men to women in churches,
congregations, it's
women.
True.
My God, it's more like 80-2. I don't
True,
understand why. We fall victim to these men telling somebody that, you have to go and eat grass outside.
Yes,
In order for
Zimbabwe.
You see them outside the
Zambia,
grass,
South
eating
Africa.
grass like goats. You tell them, I'll give you bleach and Dettol. It will cleanse you and you'll be fortified. You see people drinking bleach.
You just
in
clear
the
your whole,
church.
you clear your whole organs that were.
pastor-
There was a church in Africa. They brought big crates of beer. Everybody, they had to drink alcohol
what
so
church is
that they will fall under the anointing. They all drank beer and they started.
Dude,
Turn up.
Whoa.
Church of turn up.
I mean, very ridiculous.
For me, at this point, like if you're still
Done.
following stuff like that, you're not thinking.
Yep.
Open up the Bible, read, meditate, whatever you need to do, because you might be following somebody blindly without knowing.
You are.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Come on, let us get up, Africa. This is why they are laughing at us. The people that introduce the Bible to this is not the way that
They introduced it.
they are laughing at us. We need to get up. Our mothers, the same energy you are using to run to the church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Get a job. Get a job. Use that same energy.
Bible
you
studies.
how you need money.
It's funny you
It's
said
not
that.
what you make from the
money.
markets to the church.
It's funny
Everything
you said
to the
that.
church.
I have a friend whose mom, every day she goes to church, Monday to Sunday.
study.
Every day she goes to church. And then she comes to the States, and then I spoke to him. I was going, hi, Momsy. He goes, Momsy's at home. She didn't go to church. He said, which church? Since the man got here, she hasn't been going to church. I said, why? He said, when I asked Momsy, she said, what's she going to church for? There's no America doesn't have any problems. Plus, she's living a comfortable life. She has a job. I'm like, you see? Key points, job. She has a job that she has to go to. She doesn't have to worry about church. And now her eyes are open. She realized that she has been given pastor money.
Yeah, they go grocery shopping for
Yes.
pastors.
Fine, she could see
Go
that
to pastor's house and
sometimes they are
wash
fine. She
clothes.
could see that this pastor is not a real pastor. I went to a church and I never went back. That church that I went to, the pastor told us to pray. Glades. May specify Timani. We were praying for hours. Pray. The pastor's like, pray. I'm like,
You didn't go prayer vigil.
Let me tell you the story. We were praying. Timani. I was on my. I would pray. I wanted visa for America.
Oh no!
Timani. We were praying for hours. I pray. I said, something is not right.
Something is not right.
So I lifted my head. The pastor was sleeping. Pray.
He's
So
not
the pastor
tired.
is sleeping and talking at the same time. Pray.
Can you imagine?
And we were like,
Yeah, fire. Imagine.
So my people, they are signs.
Yes, even this guy said he was, my friend Tunde Ednod. He said he was that there was a church he went to, everybody around him fell. But he didn't fall. Like, is it that God does not love
God
you?
don't love you.
So why the anointing not touch me? You understand?
All right, we have to end our show on this note. We love you for watching. Until next time, come back. You're watching ABS Show. This is MinaTV. Bye. Pray.
Thanks for watching. And if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.